Involved project is funded by the British Academy, and it's asking the question, what is it about involving people in decisions about the environment that leads to more beneficial outcomes for the environment, or not, as the case may be, and that benefits the people in that process, leading to more trust, more learning, that kind of thing. And by breaking down, what is it that you need to get right? What are the key ingredients to a successful participatory process? We hope to be able to provide information for people who want to lead their own processes that can ensure that they get the outcomes they want. As a society, we all depend on our natural environment to provide us with vital resources such as food and water and a stable climate. What happens to the environment affects us all, so we should all, in theory, have a chance to participate in major decisions about how the environment is managed. But giving everyone a chance to have their say and influence these decisions is easier said than done. When you bring people together, there will always be disagreements, and some people worry that no one will take their views seriously. To overcome these and other challenges, you have to think really carefully about how to engage people in decisions that might affect them. Well-designed participation can result in fairer, more durable decisions that have better outcomes for the environment and for everyone involved. Every decision involves very different issues and people, so it's important to approach each situation differently if you really want to get people engaged in a decision. And that complicates things. But what if we could identify the most important secrets of success that can help people get involved and shape decisions no matter who or where they are or what they're interested in? It's a bit like a bike. To get to your destination in the city, a road bike will be most effective. But if your destination lies at the end of a muddy track, the chances are that a mountain bike will get you there faster. Both bikes are adapted to a particular environment, but they have the same key design elements: 2 wheels, a frame, pedals, and a chain. In the Involved project, we isolated the key elements that you need to get people effectively engaged in decisions that affect them, whether the road to your decision is a busy highway or a muddy track. We compared projects from around the world that engaged members of the public and other interested parties in decisions about the natural environment. And we found that no matter where in the world these projects operated, there were a small number of key design elements that made these processes successful, leading to better results for the natural environment and participants who learned from each other and trusted each other more than they ever did before. There are 3 things you need to get right if you want to engage people effectively in decision-making processes. A diverse group of well-informed people from different backgrounds will provide the most relevant and innovative ideas. There are 2 parts to this. First, you've got to identify the most relevant individuals and organisations who can represent the full range of interests. You need both creative minds and at least some people with power and means to implement decisions. You then need to bring these people to the table. This is about effective communication. How can you make getting involved seem attractive and easy, and make it clear that they will directly benefit? Developing a set of ambitious but achievable goals can help demonstrate that participation will make a real difference, building on existing contacts and networks where you can. Creating an open and respectful environment needs to start at the very beginning and continue throughout people's engagement with your process. There's no point in having the right people around the table if some dominate and others feel powerless to speak. Make sure everyone is empowered to speak openly and be listened to equally. Using a professional and independent facilitator can really help. They can manage conflicts as they arise, and they often have tools that can help you get lots of information from people very quickly for them to think about critically together. Field visits to the places that decisions are being made about can also help create an atmosphere of trust and can increase engagement from all individuals in the group. Make it relevant for people to engage with your work. Use language that they're familiar with and activities that will make them feel comfortable in locations that they're familiar with and that are easy to get to. Take the decision to them in their village hall rather than asking them to come to you. When you're dealing with something complex, try and focus on the aspects that are most tangible to people that might affect their daily lives. Negotiate from the outset what everyone wants to get out of the process and keep your eyes fixed on these goals the whole time. Make it clear how those who engage can influence decisions and how this can change their world. Our research shows that when you design for engagement, you can get new, creative and well-informed solutions that solve real-world problems. There are just a few important things you need to get right. A well-designed process will foster a sense of trust between all those affected and will make them feel an increased level of ownership over the problems and the proposed solutions. As a result, decisions are more likely to be accepted and implemented on the ground. The evidence also shows that the people you engage with will take valuable lessons away from their experience and develop new networks and alliances that they can benefit from for many years to come. Find out more about how to generate and share new ideas more effectively with the people you work with, and share your thoughts with us on Twitter or on our website.